So today I'm going to post a response to yesterday's video. Yesterday's video I did say that I did sell my B&M position, but the response that I saw on that video was unbelievable. I'll actually say I'm a little bit disappointed with the reaction that I saw in that video yesterday. And it wasn't just a video yesterday, that translated into other places, whether it be X, different topics, discussion rooms on stocks that video ended up, and I couldn't believe the reaction that I saw to that yesterday's video, and I thought we need to put the record a little bit straight here. The amount of trolls and mudslinging that went on in the comment section and other places was unreal yesterday. I originally uploaded the first video, but I don't know if you saw, the audio didn't work at the back end of the video. No idea why, but even that comment section, that was unbelievable, but I had to delete that one to re-upload for the audio reasons. And then the second video, it was nearly just as bad, like some of the stuff that was going on there. And I couldn't believe it. I've not seen negativity like that since 2022. I mean, I don't know if the reason why is because we've done so well since that time frame, and people were waiting for a reason to, I don't know what it is, but I seem to attract a lot of people that just generally don't like me, and because of that, the amount of negativity that was in there was just, unbelievable. Seeing some of the comment reaction there. And there's a few points that I want to address there and set the record straight. So the first one is that, at the end of the day, we made money from B&M. Like, don't get me wrong, like the position that we sold, we did lose money. But we also took a little bit profit at times in B&M back when the stock bounced. I think it was like May or June time. And that also, gave us a little bit of profit. And when we look at a net position, we actually made money. Now, even if you take that out and consider the position as a whole, we did make a loss, but it wasn't anything catastrophic. Like, it was only 1%, or maybe it was 2%, I can't remember. But we only made like a really small loss. Like, the reaction to that was me looking at it. Did I say the wrong number in the video? Like, did I say like I took a 80% loss? I could not believe the reaction for a stock that was basically break even that we sold out for. It was unbelievable. Like, I was looking and thinking, have I said the wrong number on the video? I could not believe the reaction to a break even stock. Like, imagine when we're out of this bubble market and some of the stocks go down and you're having to sell stocks for 50, 60% losses. Like, that's when it's a real situation where, okay, that was a bit of a stinger. But to walk away from a position that was break even, in fact, a net profit, it's not that bad at all. You are not going to hit 100% of the stocks. And if you walk away from a stock at break even because you've lost a little bit of trust with it, fair enough. I could not believe the outrage on a stock that was break even being sold out and the reaction to it. It was unbelievable. And the thing is that overall the reaction is like, I couldn't believe how far it spread from outside the YouTube channel into other places, and also how much activity, like the mudslinging that was in the comment section and the attacks in the comment section. I was looking and thinking, hold on. So in the last 7 days, the big changes that have happened in the portfolio is that Audio Boom's gone absolutely mental, and we've been locking in on takeover rumours, and we've been locking 100+% returns in it. And I saw no other stock market YouTuber cover that when that happened. I look at AMD. AMD is nearly reached 100% return club, and that's absolutely flying this week. And I think I was one of the first people to call out, look, I think AMD is a bit undervalued here as well. And then out of everything, B&M, the stock that we sold out, break even. This chaos was like talked about. Like, this should have been a week to be celebrating like the returns that we've had. Yeah, we walk away from B&M going, maybe didn't turn out as good as what I was hoping for. But when you look at AMD and Audio Boom, where was that sentiment there when those stocks were absolutely flying and we were making money on it? It just didn't happen. Like, the comment section was absolutely silent, and then all of a sudden this stock that, break even, we sold. There was the absolute outrage in the comment section. Unbelievable. And then the amount of people that were saying, trash and all this sort of stuff, I was like, hold on, guys. So I have a bit of respect here. Look at Audio Boom this week, look at AMD this week, look at 50% year to date. And that's not, it's on, the eToro portfolio is up, 43%? My private account's up nearly 50% year to date. Like, you can verify roughly that with the eToro performance. Like, 50% year to date. I cannot tell you, as far as I'm aware, any other UK YouTuber that has put a performance in like that this year. And obviously that's just this year. We're not even going to previous years. And look at the success from the stocks that I've sold in the the stocks I've been buying series, and I show you I post them on X quite often, like the screenshots of the stocks I'm sold, and you look at the gains that we're taking on, like the 300% in SoFi's, the 500% in Hims and Hers, for example, the 100% in Shopify, and all the other profits that we've taken in some of these stocks. And I'm looking at all that and all those success stories, and then we have this one success story that wasn't even a complete bust. It just maybe the right time to sell, break even, and the outrage. I could not believe the reaction to it compared to like what has been a good week, a good week and a good year, and then all of a sudden the outrage on there for selling it break even was ridiculous. There was accusations of lying, like lying about where I've sold the position. I was like, there's the eToro portfolio where you can check it, which granted that was a little bit more of a loss because my average wasn't as good as in the eToro portfolio, but it weren't massive. There was a couple of shares that were sold it for a good profit on there. And as well, we do the UK portfolio review every 3 months on the main YouTube channel and every month on the Patreon. So it was like, well, how can I be lying? Because it's all there. Transparency for you guys to track the share price was absolutely ridiculous. The next thing I saw is like people treating this like it was a football team, like B&M's a football team, like, oh, you were talking so positively about this stock and now you're selling this stock. That's the game. You know, this is business at the end of the day. We're here to make money. It's not a loyalty contest. I don't buy a stock and then go, well, I bought this stock, so I'm staying loyal to it. So what if the financials are a car crash, the ship's sinking? I'm going to stay on the ship because it's my football. Look, I could not believe it. Like, if I'm investing my money and I feel like the people that are running my company are not doing a good enough job, I'm not going to stay loyal to them. They're not going to stay loyal to me as a shareholder. You know, if there's something that happens, I get thrown under the bus as a shareholder, why am I going to have that loyalty? And that was unbelievable to see. Like, people think that I'm going to stay loyal to a stock that I own. I've seen it before where I've been in positions where I've seen the company deteriorate and I've stayed in the business and the stock for a long period of time. And then next thing I know, I'm down 50, 60%. There's no loyalty in the stock market. And if I stayed on the ship and it went down that much, I'd get bashed even more for being down 50, 60% on the position. Next thing, change my thesis around the business. Like, I couldn't believe the amount of people that did not realise, like, I saw that update from B&M and I went, I'm not happy. I'm selling the position. Like, people think like, no, you can't do that. 100% you can do that. If you own a stock and you see things you don't like and you think, you know, I'm not happy with this, you can sell it. That's your choice at the end of the day. You know, I saw the update yesterday and I saw, the day before, whatever it was, you know, I saw EBITDA down 30%. I saw the debt load going up. I saw like for like showing positives, then go back down into a decline. I saw the CEO buying shares and then kitchen sink it, which I just don't understand. I don't understand why they're kitchen sinking it now. I did not agree with the new tactic that the CEO was going in. And I was looking at them and saying, look, they were saying to me, like, it's going to say 12 to 18 months to see a turnaround. I was like, I'm not willing to wait 12 to 18 months when I've already been in the stock for, you know, 3 profit warnings. You've just had like-for-like growth and now you've gone negative. Your EBITDA margins have totally collapsed. You told us gross margins were going to improve and they look like they're not improving at all. In fact, they look like they're declining massively. And people want me to carry on holding the stock. That's unbelievable. I saw a big deterioration and I went, you know what? I can walk away from this situation, break even. I'm going to do that. And that's my choice with my money. And people are out there like, oh, how have you changed it so fast? Because look at the financials, guys. Like, Jesus Christ, like, you know, what have you been looking at? For me, they were absolutely awful. Yeah, crazy. The next thing is people coming in the conversation, you lost me money. Like, all of a sudden, like, I've sold the stock and next thing you know, all these people coming out and saying, oh, I've lost money in this stock. Like, how come you're only saying that now that I've sold my position? Like, are you waiting for what I'm buying and selling and you're following it around and you just have a worse average than me? Like, if you're just following someone blindly into position, you deserve to lose money. I'm sorry, but it's so true. You got to do the research. You got to do the research. You should take responsibility for what you're buying and what you're selling. And if that's the situation that you're taking, you're going to lose money. And the only way you're going to hopefully find out that you shouldn't be doing that is, you know, by losing money, unfortunately. You know, this is just ideas that I put out for people to you know, see if they like the stocks or not, which once again, absolutely crazy how that all happened after suddenly I sold the position. Yeah, I think that in particular sums up the market at the moment. There's so many people in the market that are just buying blindly on stocks that they see mentioned, no research, and just buy them blindly, which It's never going to end well. And yeah, overall, like I just looked at all these points here, and I just couldn't believe what I saw with that comment section yesterday. Like, especially like after the year that we've had, and also the week that we've had, it should be a celebration week with Audio Boom and AMD. And next thing you know, the only thing that's been shouted out is about B&M, which wasn't even a massive loss. And yeah, I don't know. And ultimately, like, it just puts me to this point. And I mentioned it a while ago. Like, I don't know what it is about the YouTube channel or my YouTube channel in general, but I just seem to attract sometimes, and it's not everyone, but I'll say it's a good like 30%, maybe slightly more, that are just out there waiting for something to go wrong, and sometimes not even massively wrong, and then boom, massive hammering, and it's not great because like you put in this work in, and that's the reaction. You put in the returns in, and that's the reaction. And it's not great, and I don't know what it is that how I attract that myself. I don't know if it's just my personality or it's just the audience that that attracts to my channel. I don't know what it is, but it can be a little bit frustrating, especially like I said after the year we've had, and then you get that reaction there. And like ultimately, like I said, I don't know what the solution is. Like I said a while ago, I didn't want to go. This is the reaction after a stock being sold out for break even. Imagine when we go through like one of those 2022 stock market crash again. Imagine what the reaction is going to be then when we go through those situations. Like I did it last time and I stuck through it last time because I said I will stick through it just to prove a point. And obviously we proved the point because we made good money from it. But this is the reaction after a stock being out break even, and the week that we've had in the year we've had, and it's just unbelievable. Like I look and I think, it's just not sustainable to keep doing. And I look to the point of view like, is there a platform where I can just take the 70% of like amazing investors that actually are serious investors and understand and appreciate sometimes the information that's given? And I guess most of that is the Patreon guys. So, that's why, the Patreon is probably the best community there. But it's like, it can be frustrating, and it's like, what is the solution to this? Because it feels like this is now like the third time in a year that I've made a video like this. And I don't know if it's like, pivoting away from this situation, moving to a Substack situation. I don't know. But I just could not believe like the reaction from the comment section. Like it spread to other places like X and also on like other forums and places. And I just felt like, the reaction that it had, and after what has been achieved this year and even this week, I just felt like it was not a fair response ultimately. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because like I said, like some of the like what was thrown out there I thought was way out of touch, and it deserved addressing, I think, overall. So hopefully that kind of addresses it, and I'm not going to post anything else about this here. With the B&M point, I just actually want to add one point in, is like, I am willing to probably own B&M again if they prove to me in the financials that the turnaround does happen. But, like I said, I can come back in 12 months and see financially that's happening, because in the last update that didn't seem to be happening. But apart from that, there's just a few things that I wanted to talk about there anyway, and hope that covers them. And then hopefully tomorrow we close that book and move on to the next one anyway. So hope that cleared a few things up, and also put a bit of my perspective on some of the things that were said there yesterday as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you in a bit.